today? Well, we are always very, very busy. One of the things we have done is building together. Here is Yukina and Serena and Stephanie and Abigail. This is on one of the first days of school, building with blocks at one of the tables. And already we were amazed at their building abilities, their collaborative working. This is Ben and Adam working in the block corner with the wooden blocks, making a long structure on the floor. Here's Adam, later in the year, very proud of a more sophisticated structure. And Jack and Rowan working on this, and in the middle you'll see the money, the play money.
Rowan was very attached to that money.
Yes, there were several weeks where he was like, I need the money, I need more money. Yeah, Rowan had to share the money. So this, maybe they made a bank, we don't know. It looks like a bonfire. Serena and Stephanie and Andrew Shane used the cars. They built a road or a bridge. Capla blocks are another kind of blocks. We use these downstairs in the parlor in the morning. These are a thin, flat block, and you can see Quincy on the left kind of stacking the blocks. Stephanie in the picture on the right has made kind of a boardwalk, and Serena's used them to make an enclosed structure. This is Alex, who's using the blocks to make a tower, and she worked on this. She wanted to make it as tall as herself, and it was as tall as herself when she was finished, and we were standing there so nervous that someone was going to bump into it, and she just worked really hard, but she did it.
It just goes to show you how the children will respect each other's space,
Yes.
and they were very careful
Right.
not to knock it over.
They knew she was working on that. And the Lego, here's, this is hard to see with the color, right.
Yeah.
Very proud of this ship that's very symmetrical with Lego. And Jack making a Lego train, very concentrated. Andrew Shane, proud of another tower. And here's Alex again. This is, here she's working.
I must tell you, that purple glow is
I know,
like
I
really.
say. Well, these are Starlinks, which are another material that the kids use almost every day. Ben here worked with the Starlinks, who's making a bridge and vehicles. Here's Quincy and Yukina with Katrina in the background. Here they're working with the Starlinks on the table and linking all these cars together. Sensory activities. Here are Adam and James looking so young at the beginning of the year. This picture is like unbelievable. They're working with Play-Doh, which was one of the kids' favorite things. Anytime we put out Play-Doh, like 10 kids are gathered around to play with it, no matter what else is going on. In this picture, the kids they got dressed up. They brought over plates and props from the dress-up corner, and this was a restaurant with the Play-Doh. So there's Abigail and Quincy, Serena, Alex, Yukina, and Andrew Katzman. So the Play-Doh can become a very social center also. Here is Andrew Katzman. He noticed that every time we put out the Play-Doh, we put out like 8 or 10 lumps, around the table, so everyone would have a lump. So he was making lumps for us, for a huge crowd. In this picture, there's Alex, Quincy, and Wright are playing with oobleck, which is a combination of water and cornstarch. We put it in the water table, and that offered a different sensory experience. Here, we put in trays, we filled trays with salt and let the kids run their fingers through it to make shapes or lines, and then when they shook the tray, the salt all went back to flat, kind of like an Etch-a-Sketch, and they could do it again. This was really fun, kind of messy. Salt was everywhere for days. The sand table. The sand table was open almost every day. Here's Quincy, Serena, and Katrina. And the kids, I mean, you get like 8 kids around the sand table, pouring, sifting, scooping, making cakes for each other, pies for their teachers.
I get a chocolate cake almost every day.
Yes,
Great.
yes.
I had to run to the Riviera Bakery right after.
Okay.
They made me so hungry.
On this day, we filled the water table with warm water and soap. And here's Andrew, and Yukina, and we actually asked them to clean the play food, and they were cleaning everything. We cleaned all the play food, we cleaned the plates, we cleaned the cars. So it was great because it's like a good opportunity to get everything clean, and they loved it. So they love to clean. We had them cleaning today. We gave them
Right.
sponges.
And we didn't notice at one point we had wet sponges for them to clean with. And then I turned and I saw that, well, the sponge wasn't quite wet enough, so they went to